Hey gang, Anthony Fontana here, coming at you live after 5, a little after 7:30 this evening. Just wanted to say hello and just touch base real quick. I just wanted to say hello and see how everybody's doing tonight. It's been a really busy week, and I'm kind of excited about what's transpired. I formed a new partnership with a great friend of mine. We're going to be doing some great things together. That's pretty cool. What I wanted to talk about today is something that's not normal to discuss because it's not really on anyone's radar. It's this whole fake it till you make it thing that really started many years ago. And when I was in network marketing back in the 80s and 90s, the whole concept of faking it till you made it was a big one, because you would have people joining an organization that were beyond broke, and they were told, go out there and show people that you've already made it, and that's what you're going to sell. They were buying fake Rolexes, fake Bretlands. They were leasing Cadillacs and driving Cadillacs around. Just nonsense. And that was the way that was actually promoted. It's pretty sad when I think about it. But today, having that now, this whole fake it till you make it silliness, it just doesn't work, because you're exposed if you're trying to do that. And if you know anybody trying to do that, the internet has kind of leveled the playing field. And the reason I bring it up is I get a lot of friend requests. Man, I get tons. Hey, brother, what's going on, Mark? Oh, by the way, you have an email from me. I need those 2018 W-2s. Little tax commercial. So anyway, I get these friend requests from a lot of young guys. They're in their 20s. Many of them look like they're 20s, 25, 30. And, I try to accept as many as I can. I go in, I'll look at the profile. 9 out of 10 of these kids, there's a picture of a jet, a Cadillac or a Lamborghini. They're in a tux. It's clearly fake. I don't know if they're photoshopped or if they're actually rented a Lamborghini to take a photo. And then they're trying to educate me on how I can succeed. And I kind of laugh. They don't know who I am. They're sending me these friend requests, and clearly they're living with their mother. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It frustrates me because if you don't understand this, you're never going to go anywhere. Transparency is ruling the internet right now. If you're real, you're going to get exposure. Awesome, Mark. Little commercial there. Sorry, guys. Truth matters. It's so important. Don't talk about having made it, especially if you haven't made it. And if you did make it, don't talk about that you've made it. Talk about the journey to making it. Talk about the journey from point A to point B to point D or E or F. I think that's incredibly important for you. Yeah, Leslie, a lot of people do it though. I see a lot of young guys doing this more than anyone. I mean, there's gals that do it too. They'll pose with fancy photos in different areas of the world, and look, it's not real. It's just not real. And that's okay if they want to do that. But I go back to the day. Back in my day, we had a guy named Tom Vu. I don't know if you remember Tom Vu. Most of you won't. This guy used to be on television like all day long. I think he was a precursor to even Tony Robbins. He was a real estate guru. Back in the day, there would be a picture of Tom on a yacht, bunch of scantily clad ladies surrounding him, limousines, photos of buildings floating across the screen. And the whole idea behind his premise was, I've achieved the American dream, so can you. I'm a Vietnamese immigrant, and you can have all this too. The fact is, he didn't have anything. He was a lying sack of crap. But what he was doing was he was selling access and promoting a free seminar, a local seminar. And a lot of guys do this now, these free, fix and flip seminars. They're ridiculous. They're all over the place. Well, he was doing that, and then he would market a much more expensive seminar, and it would all lead up to a $16,000 thing. That's where he made his money. So he created a fake persona, and then he pursued that, and he did make a tremendous amount of money selling nonsense. I think he was chased down by the feds, IRS, and a lot of people sued him. But that is still happening today. That's the amazing thing. You take a kid, he rents a tuxedo, he rents a Lamborghini. He drives over to his, fairly well-off uncle's house or a friend that has a really big house, and he's posing there. He's got girls in bikinis standing around him, and he says, look, you can have all this too. I've made it. I'm going to show you how. Pay me $6,000. Oh, we see it all the time. A lot of these webinars that I see all day long coming across my feed, free webinar, free book, they're leading to a funnel. That funnel is going to lead you down a path. If there's value there, do it. Do it. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, they're faking the image to get you into the funnel so that you buy the product that gives them the result. right? And more likely than not, they don't have a track history of achieving a damn thing. So I just want to speak about that. You don't want to inflate your backstory about your capabilities of what you've achieved. It just doesn't make any sense to do that, because the only reason why they're doing that, inflating that backstory, is they want to explode their imagery on the internet so that they can achieve it, right? But according to them, they've already achieved it. Now, I'm not talking about the things that I talk about, where the self-talk has to occur, the self-imagery. I mean, do that all day long. Picture yourself succeeding as if it happened. I love that. I want you to keep doing that. If you're not already doing it, do that. I want you to see it. I want you to see it, but I want you to believe it before you see it. You got to believe first, and then you see it. The only way to see it is to physically see it in your head. That's not what I'm talking about, because the image that you have in your head is yours. The minute you start projecting that imagery out there, you're going to get outed. And the people that you're trying to grab, the people that you're trying to influence, they're just not going to fly. They're going to laugh. They're going to know you're faking it. They're going to know that you have no background in what you're talking about. They're going to know you don't have any experience with it. And they're going to flush that junk. And you're going to lose it. I mean, go on Instagram, all these young guys doing that. They're trying to attract girls, I guess. I don't know. So the bottom line is going to be this. Don't be a tomfoo. Don't be fronting, as Gary Vee calls it. Don't be pretending and playing publicly. Pretend and play here. That's where it has to happen, because you're not going to do the work if you don't see it, right? You're not going to be willing to do it. You're not going to have the personality to do it. You're not going to have the emotions to do it. But I'm talking about not projecting that outside as fake. Don't be renting any Lamborghinis and then sending me an email saying, hey, look what I got, because I don't really care. All right, so it's just ridiculous, and that's just not going to fly anymore. The whole Folex world, fake Rolexes and leased cars, just doesn't work. A lot of guys are still doing it in network marketing. A lot of guys are still doing that nonsense in MLM. It's a damn shame, to be real honest with you, and I just don't agree with it. Just so be careful. Be careful out there. There's a lot of people doing this kind of stuff, and be aware that if you're getting approached. Hey Raymond, what's going on, Krista? If you're being approached for some kind of business, I mean, whatever it happens to be, research it a little bit. I mean, I got a nice message from a friend of ours in Mexico, that was approached for some, dopey cryptocurrency thing. As soon as she sent me the website that they were sending her to log in and set up an account, I knew it was fake. The website was less than 3 weeks old. There was nobody backing it. The owners of the site are hidden somewhere in like a Middle Eastern country. It was all fake. So chances are, had she not asked me, she might have logged in. She might have sent these guys thousands of pesos or thousands of dollars, whatever currency they want. And all for the purpose of maybe getting involved in the cryptocurrency market. Which is a very, very new market right now. Cryptocurrencies are not yet proven. A lot of hype. I'm not saying they're good or bad. I understand them very, very well. I know the value. I also know the bad things. Anything tied to a cryptocurrency business model that's an MLM, I'm going to tell you right now, is just not good. I'm probably going to get some flack for that, but I really don't care, because not one of those businesses can hold any weight, and it won't be around a year or two from now. Guarantee it. It's just nonsense, and they're pulling a lot of money from people. I don't want that to happen to my friends. I don't want you investing in nonsense, wasting time, wasting energy, and wasting money, because time is money, and money is money. And guess what? There's no shortcut. What these guys are trying to do is they're trying to bypass, they're trying to create a shortcut to their own success by creating an image that they've already arrived when they haven't arrived, and they're trying to sell that to you. So just stop. Weigh all the risks, weigh all the returns, reach out to me and ask me, reach out to a counselor, a financial advisor, an accountant, whatever, and try to figure out, is this real or fake? And don't take everything on the internet at face value, because there's a lot of nonsense out there. So with that, I'm going to say good night. I'm running a timer right now. I want to keep these conversations to the lowest amount that I can. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, send me a message. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. It's going to be a great weekend. Saturday is here, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So with that, I will say goodnight to you right now. And if you can share this, I appreciate it. You might help somebody out. Hit the love buttons. I see a lot of people doing that. If you're watching it as a replay, it'd be really cool if I could know that too, because I don't know who watches these things. Sometimes I have 50, 60 views. Sometimes I have 300 views. I think one of my videos had 1,500 this week. I don't even know how that's possible. Domenica, what are you doing on here? You're supposed to be in Niagara Falls. How are you, doll? What's going on? Good to see you. You look like you're having a freezing good time up there in Niagara. So have fun. So anyway, with that, guys, I'd like to say goodnight. I hope all is well out there in Facebook land, and I will catch you guys in the next couple of days. Actually, tomorrow night, more likely than not. And thank you for all your support. We love you guys. Have a good night.